So do you need a down payment to buy a real estate today? And so, a thing of the past are the 100% financing loans, or like the 125% financing loans, right? We could get money out and consolidate debt. Those are gone. But, the 80-20s, you did an 80% first and a 20% second mortgage. Those are gone too. So here's what's left, because believe it or not, that there is the last of the dying breed of 100% mortgages are still out there. And if you've got decent credit, oftentimes you have to be in certain income parameters, or you have to live in a certain area, but there are a few 100% mortgage programs out there. So let me just go over a few of them with you. The first one I'll tell you about is your Utah Housing Loan. Now, here where I live in Utah, there's an organization called Utah Housing. Believe it or not, they're a nonprofit organization. They're not necessarily an arm of the government. They don't get their funding from the government. But they come in and they'll actually fund a 3.5% second mortgage. So you do a 96.5% first mortgage, which is just like FHA, and then you do a 3.5% second mortgage, and voila, you have 100% financing. So you pay a little bit of higher interest rate for that second mortgage. It's not bad, 7%. But if you take out if you're buying a $200,000 house, your second mortgage is only $7,000. So to pay 7% on $7,000, your payment's like $42 a month, right? So it's not that bad. And you can get 100% financing. Now, on that program, there are some income restrictions depending on how many people are in your family. You need to make, under, the rule of thumb is if you're under 75,000, it's definitely worth looking into. If you have a lot of kids, or if you're buying in certain areas, you can make upwards of closer to 90,000. So that's a program that you might want to look into. Also, rural housing. Now, rural housing is really interesting because the way that they set the boundaries for rural housing is based off the census, which, as you know, is done once every 10 years. And as I speak right now, it's being redone, but the new guidelines and areas for rural housing probably won't be out for, a couple of years, I would guess. But a lot of areas that are still called rural today that offer 100% financing are thriving. I mean, there's houses all over the place and golf courses, and they're full-on cities. So in Utah, lots of areas in Utah County, in Tooele County, and some stuff up north in Davis County is all considered rural housing, and you can get 100% financing there. There's no mortgage insurance for rural housing too, so really a great program. There's VA loans, so for active or previous vets who've been in the military and served our country, first of all, thank you for your service, but second of all, there's 100% financing available to you. A little bit of mortgage insurance there, but it's a great loan program, and there are no geographical restrictions or income restrictions. You have to make enough money to qualify, but you can't make too much money to qualify. So that's another great program. And then, local municipalities or cities or areas oftentimes will have redevelopment money available for people who are willing to do owner-occupied homes. So you can always check with the municipalities in the areas you want to live in and see if there's any money that's available for a grant, and that grant money can be used towards your down payment. Now, I want to just cover one more thing before we leave, and that's with FHA, because FHA has the most flexible down payment parameters of any loan program anywhere. If you didn't steal it or you didn't borrow it on a credit card, you can pretty much use it for a down payment, right? So FHA requires a 3.5% down payment. Once again, talking on a $200,000 purchase price, that's $7,000, not that much money. And it can come from a family member. It can come from somebody who you've proven to have a relationship, like a friend who you can prove and document you've had a relationship with. It can come from your employer. It can come from a municipality, like a grant, like we talked about. Right now, as we speak, Sandy City has a great grant program, $5,000. So, you come up with $2,000, Sandy comes up with $5,000. Boom, you're in a house. It can also be borrowed against your 401k or an IRA retirement account that you have. You can also, if you have a free and clear home, if you have a free and clear car, you can get a loan against the car. If your mom or dad or family member have a home with a little bit of equity in it, they can go out and take out an equity line, pull out the money for a down payment, and then gift you the down payment. So there really is a lot of ability, or a lot of, sweat equity. Sweat equity is beautiful. You partner up with a builder, and you say, Mr. Builder, I do tile or I do landscaping, and I'll landscape this whole home, and that'll be my down payment. And FHA will recognize that. So if you want a home there is a way to get you in a home. What's important is that you have decent credit. What's important is that if you have a little bit of money in the bank or a little bit of money left in a retirement fund, that shows some stability when you're doing these zero down programs, but it certainly can be done, and I'd love to help you. So, happy house hunting out there. I hope this was informative. Also, I've filmed 10 of these short little videos about my clients' most frequently asked questions. I would love to have you enter in your name and email address here and download the rest of those videos. If there's any other questions I haven't answered, shoot me an email or give me a call. Happy house hunting out there. I hope to hear from you soon. Take care.